Hello everyone and welcome to this video about the life and quotes of one of the most influential entrepreneurs and innovators of our time, Steve Jobs. From humble beginnings to becoming a household name, Steve Jobs' journey was nothing short of remarkable. Join me as we explore the key moments of his life and the wisdom he imparted through his famous quotes. Steve Jobs was an American entrepreneur and inventor, best known as the co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Apple Inc. He was born on February 24, 1955, in San Francisco, California. Jobs was adopted at birth by Paul and Clara Jobs. He grew up in Mountain View, California, and showed an early interest in electronics. As a teenager, he attended lectures at the Hewlett-Packard Company in Palo Alto, California, where he met Steve Wozniak, a fellow electronics enthusiast. In 1972, Jobs enrolled at Reed College in Portland, Oregon, but dropped out after only one semester. He then returned to California and began attending meetings of the Homebrew Computer Club, a group of electronics enthusiasts who shared their knowledge and ideas. In 1976, Jobs and Wozniak started Apple Computer in Jobs' parents' garage. They initially sold circuit boards to hobbyists, but soon moved into the production of complete computers. Their first product, the Apple I, was followed by the more successful Apple II. In 1980, Apple went public, making Jobs a multimillionaire. However, his abrasive management style and clashes with other executives led to his ouster from the company in 1985. Jobs went on to found Next Computer, a company that produced high-end workstations for the education and business markets. He also purchased Pixar Animation Studios, which went on to produce a series of highly successful animated films, including Toy Story, Finding Nemo, and The Incredibles. In 1996, Apple purchased Next, bringing Jobs back to the company he had co-founded. He became CEO once again in 1997 and oversaw the development of a series of groundbreaking products, including the iMac, iPod, iPhone, and iPad. Jobs was diagnosed with a rare form of pancreatic cancer in 2003 and underwent a liver transplant in 2009. He resigned as CEO of Apple in August 2011 due to his declining health and passed away on October 5, 2011, at the age of 56. Jobs' legacy in the tech industry is immense, and he is widely regarded as a visionary and a pioneer of the personal computer revolution. His influence is still felt in the products and services that Apple produces today. Throughout his career, Steve Jobs left us with many inspiring quotes that continue to motivate us to this day. From his thoughts on creativity to his advice on following your dreams, we'll delve into some of his most profound quotes and the lessons we can learn from them. So, let's get started and be inspired by the words of Steve Jobs. Things don't have to change the world to be important. My favorite things in life don't cost any money. It's really clear that the most precious resource we all have is time. You have to be burning with an idea, or a problem, or a wrong that you want to right. If you're not passionate enough from the start, you'll never stick it out. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. For the past 33 years, I have looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? And whenever the answer has been no, for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. Stay hungry. Stay foolish. That's been one of my mantras. Focus and simplicity. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean to make it simple. But it's worth it in the end, because once you get there, you can move mountains. I think different religions are different doors to the same house. Sometimes I think the house exists, and sometimes I don't. It's the great mystery. Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. You gotta act. And you've gotta be willing to fail. You gotta be ready to crash and burn. With people on the phone, with starting a company, with whatever. If you're afraid of failing, you won't get very far. When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is and your life is just to live your life inside the world. Try not to bash into walls too much. Try to have a nice family life. Have fun, save a little money. That's a very limited life. Life can be much broader. Most people never pick up the phone and call. Most people never ask. And that's what separates sometimes the people that do things from the people that just dream about them. Ultimately, it comes down to taste. It comes down to trying to expose yourself to the best things that humans have done and then try to bring those things into what you're doing. Being the richest man in the cemetery doesn't matter to me. Going to bed at night saying we've done something wonderful, that's what matters to me. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something. Your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down. And it has made all the difference in my life. We don't get a chance to do that many things, and everyone should be really excellent. Because this is our life. Life is brief. And then you die, you know. And we've all chosen to do this with our lives. So it better be damn good. It better be worth it. Death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it. And that is as it should be. Because death is very likely the single best invention of life. It is life's change agent. It clears out the old to make way for the new. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle. If you are willing to work hard and ask lots of questions, you can learn business pretty fast. I'm convinced that about half of what separates the successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. In business, if I knew earlier what I know now, I'd have probably done some things a lot better than I did. But I also would have probably done some other things a lot worse. But so what? It's more important to be engaged in the present. Great things in business are never done by one person. They're done by a team of people. Be a yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected. Let's go invent tomorrow rather than worrying about what happened yesterday. You can't just ask customers what they want and then try to give that to them. By the time you get it built, they'll want something new. Most of the time, we're taking things. Neither you nor I made the clothes we wear. We don't make the food or grow the foods we eat. We use a language that was developed by other people. We use another society's mathematics. Very rarely do we get a chance to put something back into that pool. I think we have that opportunity now. You can build your own things that other people can use. And once you learn that, you'll never be the same again. I'm a tool builder. That's how I think of myself. I want to build really good tools that I know in my gut and my heart will be valuable. And then, whatever happens, you can't really predict exactly what will happen, but you can feel the direction that we're going. And that's about as close as you can get. Then you just stand back and get out of the way, and these things take on a life of their own. I'm as proud of many of the things we haven't done as the things we have done. Innovation is saying no to 1,000 things. I've always been attracted to the more revolutionary changes. I don't know why. Because they're harder. They're much more stressful emotionally. And you usually go through a period where everybody tells you that you've completely failed. To turn really interesting ideas and fledgling technologies into a company that can continue to innovate for years, it requires a lot of disciplines. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. It's really hard to design products by focus groups. A lot of times, people don't know what they want until you show it to them. Creativity is just connecting things. When you ask creative people how they did something, they feel a little guilty because they didn't really do it, they just saw something. It seemed obvious to them after a while. That's because they were able to connect experiences they've had and synthesize new things. Part of what made the Macintosh great was that the people working on it were musicians, poets, and artists, and zoologists and historians. They also happened to be the best computer scientists in the world. But if it hadn't been computer science, these people would have been doing amazing things in other fields. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works. Getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. He may no longer be with us, but his legacy lives on through the products and ideas he brought to the world. Let us remember his words of wisdom and strive to achieve our own goals, just as he did. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. We appreciate your support and hope to see you in our next video.